as King Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Catch us if you can.
Stay here with you. You are a rainbow, so I am lucky one. I am a lucky one. You are my favorite song. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. Seasons change, but you're the same. Your love is constant. You've never lost it. Your voice is calling out my name. It makes me miss you, even when I'm with you. Oh, nobody wants to go it alone, and I just wanna stay here with you. You are a rainbow, so I am a lucky one. I am a lucky one. You are my favorite song. I am a lucky one. 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 I am a lucky one.
A speedy welcome to the show for everyone. This is Saturday for Weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And I'm your host on the show this morning. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior. And you know how we do it Saturdays for Weddings. Every Saturday at 11 a.m. It's where we talk about love, we talk about weddings, we talk about marriage. And most importantly, we get to also hear what you have to say on our topic of discussion every Saturday. Hope you're doing well today. Hope your morning has been smooth. Hope your weekend is not stressing you too much. And if you just woke up and you're still trying to adjust into the Saturday mode, don't worry, you're right on time with us. It's the 6th day of June 2026. And honestly, I don't know if it's just me, but when I was before I actually came into the studio, the weather was acting somehow like it couldn't decide what it wanted to do. 1 minute it's calm, next minute it looked like rain was coming, then it changed again. I just hope it doesn't scatter anybody's wedding plans today, because you know Saturdays and weddings are like best friends in this country. And if today is your wedding day, or someone you know is getting married today, congratulations. And big joy, big celebration. I hope everything is going smoothly. The dressing, the makeup, makeup is not always an issue, but mostly an issue where maybe a bride is feeling too emotional and starts crying over her makeup. The arrival, the joining, the pictures, also a very important part. Those pictures, they have to come out right. I mean, what are you going to put out there for the gram? For people to know that, well, it's been a wedding, a beautiful wedding. And of course, the food, because we all know at weddings that food is serious business, whether you are a guest or not. Now, let me talk to you a little bit, on today's matter. There is something, out there, something quite common, and I'm sure a lot of people will relate to it when they call in today. in real life, people always have types. You hear things like, I like tall guys, I like calm girls, I like people that are outspoken, I like people that are very playful. This is my type. This is the kind of person I like naturally. Or I like people that dress this certain way. I like girls that make up. I like girls that do this. I like guys that, different things. You see it in conversations. People already know what they are attracted to. Some people like the loud ones, the fashionable ones, the outgoing ones. Some people like the quiet, simple, reserved ones. Some like the ones that are very expressive, very free, very social. Everybody has that this is my type kind of picture in their head. But then suddenly something interesting happens. When marriage enters the picture, everything starts to change. People now begin to adjust their thinking. Maybe not even adjust their thinking. You now hear, this one is good for marriage. Like, this is my type, but then this is the person that is good for marriage. So it's more like the person's type, who they're actually attracted to. The kind of person maybe they have in their dreams is different from the person that they are saying, okay, this is the person that I want for marriage. You say, this one is responsible, this one is calm. I like someone who is loud, but then I want to marry someone that is calm. This one will not stress you, but then you like people that are not calm. This one is wife material, but then the person that you actually like, is different from the one that you're saying, okay, well, society considers this one wife material, husband material, so this is the one I am going with. And sometimes, let's be honest, it's not even the same person they were originally attracted to. Some persons will say that how can I be this and I will end up with this? But then in reality, that is actually what happens. Most of the time, someone is saying that this is my ideal type, like this is the kind of person I like. But then when it comes to marriage, then they are looking for the kind of person that they did not like, the kind of person that they won't actually say that I like this kind of person. Why is that the case? And you can see it even in situations where someone will say, I like this kind of person, but then I cannot marry them. I like someone who makes up, or I like men who actually talk like this. I like men who are this. I like women who are this, but then I don't want to marry this kind of, I don't want to marry. So what is actually the liking if you cannot marry that person? There's that breach that will say, okay, this is the kind of person, this is who I want to, like, it will be so fun with this person, life will be so beautiful, but then I don't want to marry the person that you have in mind. When it comes to marriage, the picture in mind is different from the person that people actually like. So the question is not just about attraction anymore. It becomes something deeper. What exactly changes when marriage becomes the goal? Like, why do people start separating the person I like from the person I will marry? Because sometimes the person you're naturally drawn to, the chemistry, the vibe, the attraction, is not the person you feel is safe or stable or settled for marriage. Some persons even take it that, when my dating life, when I'm just when I'm not yet ready to settle down, I'll just be going for the people that I like because this is what I actually like. But then for marriage, it now seems like someone is about to manage what they don't like because this is the person that I feel is suitable for marriage. The one that I like is not suitable, and it's not because maybe the other person is a bad person. No, they just say, well, I like someone that dresses like this. But then when it comes to the marriage, then you're looking for the person that doesn't dress like that. So today, we are not just talking about, the small things. We are looking at something real. Why do people often choose a different type of person for marriage than the type they are naturally attracted to, the type that they actually liked? Why are they now choosing a different person? Because one would think that if this is the kind of person I like, then this is the person I should be choosing for marriage, right? Whether it's a man or a woman, you hear things like this, even in discussion, in conversations that people actually sit down and then when they are talking about marriage, you say, okay, this is the person I like. Because he or she, whatever traits, everyone knows who they like. So this is not something that you decide, okay, for everyone, this is what they say. Everyone knows the kind of person that they like and the kind of person that they are drawn to. But somehow, why does it differ when it comes to making that person your wife, making that person your husband? And as we go on today, I'll break down even more because we want to understand it with you live on air today. Why do people not marry the kind of people they say they like? This is the person you like, so why is it the other person that is more suitable for a husband? Why is it the other person that is more suitable for a wife? What really influences the final choice? Is it attraction? Is it pressure? Is it experience or fear? Or is it just this thing that society have placed on, this is the one that is wife material? So even while in your head you know that this is the kind of person I want for my wife, somehow the world thinks that this is the one that is wife material, so this is the one I should go for. Or this is the one that is husband material, so this is the person I should go for. And at what point, does this is my type turn into this is my marriage decision? That is what we want to talk about today. So if you have experienced it, maybe if you have gone through that, or you simply even understand it, well, you can also be part of the show this morning. On Saturdays are for weddings. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior. Today we are talking about the marriage choice. Why do people often choose a different type of person for marriage than the person that they are naturally drawn to? Now, number for you to call today is 08084 asking. That is 0808 427 5464. It's 0808 427 5464. It's Saturdays are for weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And I'm your host on the show this morning. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, and we are talking about the marriage choice. Why do people often choose a different type of person for marriage than the type that they are naturally drawn to? They say they like this person, but then for marriage, this is the one I will go for. Like, why is that actually the case? Why not the person that you really like, to go for marriage? Is it that we should end up maybe marrying people that we don't like, or there should be a separation? Or is it a problem to maybe marry the person that you actually like? Because why do people have to go through, why do people make these kind of difficult choices? Let us hear from you. If you have ever had to make that choice, what was the reason? What actually influenced that? Why did you feel that, okay, these are the type of people I like, but then that is not the ideal person that I want to get married to? Number for you to call is 08084 asking. That is 0808 427 5464. It's 0808 427 5464. It's Saturdays are for weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And I'm your host on the show this morning. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior. Call in and let us hear what you have to say. And we are also streaming live on Facebook at Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. So if you have something to say, you can also drop a comment there on Facebook if you're finding it difficult to call, because we are streaming live on Facebook as well, and we are talking about the marriage choice. So why do people often choose a different type of person for marriage than the type that they are naturally drawn to, knowing fully well that this is the person I like? Especially when it comes to not like an attack, but especially when it comes to the men. Sometimes you hear people say that, well, this is the person that I want, or this is the kind of woman that I like, but somehow it's just that she is not fitting for marriage. So what exactly is fitting for marriage that maybe people keep avoiding, and then saying that, well, I like this one, but it's just for the play, and not because that one is particularly a bad person or not a good person, but then you don't want that one because that one is not perceived. Is it that maybe there is this standard that society has maybe placed, that this is the one that is good for marriage, or this is the one that is not good for marriage? Let us hear from you this morning. And the number for you to call is 08084 asking. That is 0808 427 5464. It's 0808 427 5464. Call in and let us hear from you this morning on Saturdays are for weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. Why do people often choose a different type of person for marriage than the type they are naturally attracted to? Call in and let us hear from you, because the truth is this doesn't just happen randomly. There are reasons. There have to be reasons behind it, even if people don't always say it loud. First of all, let's be honest, attraction and marriage are not the same thing, in people's mind. Hello? All right, you can still call back and be part of the show. Attraction and marriage are not the same thing. in people's mind, if to be honest, because some people will tell you, I know who I like, or I know my type, I know who I am attracted to, I know who I am drawn to. But when it's time to think long term, something enters the conversation, not because the other person is bad. I keep emphasizing on this because you hear certain situations, maybe the other person even have flaws, and maybe someone has a certain way that they want their future partners to appear, or maybe the kind of dresses that partner should wear, the kind of person that even personality that person should be. That is the personality that they actually like. But then when it comes to marriage, then that is where you start seeing people shifting from that person that they actually like. Is it that okay? Is there a problem with marrying someone that you actually like, or is there something that people are even scared of? You see that a lot today, where people say, this are the people, or these ones are just good for me to mingle with, or just go with, or you just have to make that sacrifice. Why make that sacrifice when you can actually go for the person that you like? Let's start from experience. Some people have gone through relationships where the person they were strongly maybe attracted to was also the person that brought confusion, stress, emotional ups and downs. So later on, they begin to tell themselves, okay, maybe what I like is not what I should marry, right? Maybe from experiences, some of the things that they have gone through, and they start telling themselves that maybe what I like is not what I should actually marry, because in that case, maybe some people talk about, okay, this is what I like, but then when it comes to a home, I feel like this one will be able to last longer. Hello. All right, you can still call us back and be part of the show. It's Saturday for Weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And I'm your host on the show this morning. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, and we are talking about the marriage choice. Why is it that people often choose a different partner? Why do people often choose a different type of person for marriage than the type that they are naturally drawn to, the people that they actually like? But somehow when it comes to marriage, they say, I cannot go for this one again. Like, this is who I want to go for. So what actually influences that choice? Number for you to call is 08084 asking. That's 0808 427 5464. It's 0808 427 5464. It's Saturdays for Weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM, and my name is Marysyntia Hangeior with you on the show this morning. And we are also streaming live on Facebook at Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makodi. So you can watch live on Facebook. Someone already says watching you live in Abuja. So you can also watch live on Facebook and even leave a comment if you have something to say on our topic of discussion this morning on Saturdays for Weddings. Why do people often choose a different type of person for marriage than the type that they are naturally drawn to? Let us hear you from even your experiences, because no way that there are no people like that, because they are. It actually comes from there. You hear people maybe even in open conversations, when they start talking about settling down, and someone will even ask, okay, what of this person that you like so much? You said that you like this girl so much, or you said that you liked this man so much. So what happens when it comes to making them your partner, for life? And then that is when people start saying, no, that when it comes to this marriage now, I have to choose someone, not because maybe I even like the person, or but simply because I feel that this person is more wife material. Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning, Jacinta. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm calling from North Bank. I'm Pastor Gabriel.
All right, welcome to the show. And your name is who?
The Pastor Gabriel.
All right, welcome.
The truth of the whole thing is that some people are crafty in that area you're talking about. Some people are crafty. And the craftiness I'm talking about, if you like this one for this, you're supposed to like her for. If you don't like it, don't like her. If you like her. You are crafty in the area to make friendship with, but the area of marriage is not good. Then you are not a one person.
Okay.
Because through the relationship, anything can come up. or that process cannot deny the person.
Mm-hmm.
So it is not the right. Anyone that like for one should like for all.
Mm-hmm.
And so in the area of being sensitive about, say, this is the one I'll be hanging out with and the one I'm supposed to put in your house for future life, I don't see anything. If somebody want to be straightforward, number one, if you want to go into that relationship, number one, you don't just go. Maybe say courtship. Okay, courtship can make you to know the type of person you want to go to move your life with. And if it's not courtship, the other one, that relationship, you don't just go say you want to marry. You have to communicate with God first. What God is telling you. If you communicate with God well, God cannot deceive you. Whatever is you follow.
Okay.
And so if there is no courtship, no communication, you may fail. You may fail. That's just the truth.
All right.
No courtship, no relationship, no communication with God. You just go into, and this is what it's okay. Maybe you look at this one, or even some. What I'm saying, even some, to some extent, we even marry the one they started a relationship with. But at the end, at long, something come to change. Maybe a one better thing come up. So say, this one is not a standard again. Let me get a standard one that is better than this. All those people are not straightforward.
Okay.
Some people are getting one or two issues for you. Not because maybe you have one political position or other. You have gotten another money. Say, this one that is not standard again. Your English is not correct. This one, your shape is not correct. Those are not straightforward people in the area of marriage.
Okay.
So, lady need to be very careful. Lady has to be very careful. You don't submit because the life of lady is halfway than a man. A man can be about I see a man who's 70, 80. I see married someone of 20 years. But no woman can be 70 years or 80 years. Somebody of 30 go and marry or less. And so lady be very careful in the area of marriage. So that I will not fall victim of those people.
All right.
It's a victim. Anybody that goes that way and come back is a victim.
All right.
So they will not fall victim. And so I'm just to advise, especially the ladies, and to advise them they should be sensitive about it.
All right.
And if somebody say he like you, playing with you, please don't just submit yourself to a man. You submit yourself. The person can even deceive you at the end of the day.
Okay.
You go and marry his choice. I did not that even some lady who even spend money on a man, you see the same. You see disappointed. The man will see disappointed the lady. So ladies should be very sensitive in that relationship.
All right.
God bless you, Cynthia.
Thank you so much. God bless you too, Pastor Bobo, for calling in to be part of the show this morning. It's Saturday for Weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And I'm your host on the show this morning. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior, and we are talking about the marriage choice. Why do people marry the one that they don't like? The one that you like is different from the one that you want to marry. What is that? Hello?
Hello, Marysyntia. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Big Sam, aka Mr. Brain from North Bank.
All right. Welcome to the show, Big Sam.
Yes, sir. So, my own view about this topic of today is that there are ladies that are good for relationship like friendship, boyfriend and girlfriend. Why some are good for marriage. Because when you look very well, you see most of the guys that are in relationship, they don't end up marrying that person. Maybe some will go to the village and pick a girl that have not been touched. You understand? So it's up to the ladies to be among those. It's
not just the ladies. So even when it comes to the men, so it can be the other way around as well. Go on.
Yes, it's both parties too. I'm just speaking for mostly the guys that go for the ladies now. You understand? So it's for the ladies to be among those that are good for marriage, to preserve themselves. Like you can see a guy dating two ladies, the other one, he will not be touching the other one because he have kept that one for marriage, but he'll be messing around with the other one because he knows that he will not end up marrying that one. So it's up to the ladies to make a choice in a place that they will belong to, whether to be good for friendship only or be good for marriage.
Okay.
So that is my own perspective this morning. Thank you very much. You're doing a great job.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in to be part of the show this morning. It's Saturday for Weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And I'm your host on the show. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior. We are talking about the marriage choice. I like someone who is a working class woman, but when I want to marry the one that is not going to work. I like someone who is this tall. I like women that make up, but when I want to marry, the one I'll marry is the one that doesn't make up. I like a man who is tall, but when I want to marry, I like the short one. I like a man, there are different things, why do people marry the ones that is different from what they actually want? Maybe that one is even actually there, in present, not because they are not a good person, they are not good people, just like some persons have been saying, not because they are not good people, but because this is what I like. But who is stopping you from actually going for what you like, and then maybe having to go to where you don't like? I want the person, I like a lady who is actually maybe maybe I like someone who is doing business, but then when I want to marry, I don't want to marry the one that is doing business. So why do you want to marry the one that you don't like? And don't we actually see this as something which would actually have some effect, later in that marriage? Let us hear from you. Number for you to call is 08084 asking. That is 0808 427 5464. It's 0808 427 5464. Why do people often choose a different type of person for marriage than the type that they are naturally drawn to? The kind that they want, they will not choose that one. It's the one that they do not want, or the one that these are the ones, or this one is boring. You like someone who is a talkative, but then you want to marry someone who is calm. You like someone who is this, but you want to marry the other person. Who is that? Why is the marriage choice different? Number for you to call is 08084 asking. That is 0808 427 5464. It's 0808 427 5464. And we are also streaming live on Facebook at Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makodi. So you can watch live from there wherever you are, and also leave a comment if you have something to say on our topic of discussion this morning on Saturdays for Weddings. We are talking about the marriage choice. Why is the marriage choice always different? Maybe not for everyone, but why is it often different from the person that people actually like? That this is the one you like, but then the marriage choice is different. Why is that the case? And do we think that those have like any negative effects in the future? Marrying the one that is different from the one that you actually like. Why do people choose that one? And we were talking about how some persons is from experiences. We heard from Pastor Robert, and he said sometimes simply because people are crafty. People are crafty, and then maybe that's not actually what they want. They are just whiling away time, just wasting time. That is not actually what they want. And also Big Sam was saying something of, because people feel that is not the one that is good for marriage. Why is something that you want not good for marriage? Why is the man that you're saying, okay, this is the one that I feel like, this is the person that my goals align with, this is the person that we have the same kind of vision? Why is it not the person that is good when it comes to making that marriage choice? You were saying that you want someone who is a businessman, or you like a man who farms. You like someone who is so interested in farming. But when it comes to marriage, I don't want to marry the man that is so interested in farming. I want to marry this type of man. Why is that the case? And some of these are just examples. It goes for even bigger things. Hello.
Yeah, good morning, Cynthia.
Yes, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
I am A1. I'm calling from Ikogon.
Did you say Ose?
MC A1.
Okay. Welcome to the show.
Abolo 1, calling from Ikogon.
All right, welcome to the show.
Thank you, ma. Ahead of the discussion.
Yeah, likely whenever I call for presentation in a marriage ceremony, I used to discuss things like this with people.
Okay.
Like marriage, going to marriage,
life itself divided by three ways: mutualism, commercialism, and parasitism. So human being is over like this. Other people have good life. Other people do business. Other people share life 50-50. So whenever you having money, other people value the money more than the understanding of using life much for sharing 50-50 with the partner. And inside the lady itself, women, other ones they cannot understand to share life 50-50. They even do business with their partner. So whenever you go in marriage, life itself needs rest. You don't need to choose someone that will hurt you in marriage.
Okay.
Let's use example on a hot water to bath. When the hot water, you still mix it with a cold one to be warmed so that it will not hurt you totally or tears your body down. So marriage is something like this. You don't need to take the one that will hurt you. Even we use the hottest water to make use of it, but it's not always you take it for everything.
So is it that what you mean now is that the good things are the ones that will bite you, the ones that will hurt you, and then the ones that you don't like are the ones that will be good?
Yes. The reason for going a choice before marriage is to choose somebody which you live forever. Marriage is an institution without graduation. You always be living with your woman or with your wife. Any marriage that breaks up is not complete marriage. It's not a real marriage. You're just like let me put it, a halfway project which you run with the person. And it's not good to go in concert with marriage like that. So marriage is something you need to make choice for the one that you live forever. Or if something disappointing, maybe it may be death. And that is nature created by God. So that is my own opinion.
All right. Thank you so much, MC, for calling in to be part of the show this morning. It's Saturday for Weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And I'm your host on the show this morning. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior. And you also can call in to be part of this conversation. And the number for you to call is 08084 asking. That is 0808 427 5464. It's 0808 427 5464. Call in and let us hear from you. We are also streaming live on Facebook at Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM Makudi. So you can tune in live and watch from there, and even leave a comment if you have something to say. We are talking about the marriage choice. Why is the marriage choice different from the person that you actually like, and how does this actually maybe what kind of effects does it have going forward on that marriage when you're marrying the one that you don't like? You're saying that you like someone who is business minded. You have that person right in front of you. It's not because you had to settle, but then you choose the one that is but then when it comes to marriage, I want to marry the one that is not business minded. Why is that the case? Why is it different when it comes to that? And we also heard from MC, and he says that hello.
Hello, ma.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. My name is Stella calling from Ipengo.
All right, welcome to the show, Stella.
Yes, ma.
Go on.
My opinion is that some men, when they are in love with a lady, but when they get married to the lady, the love will not be so much like that.
Okay.
Due to the lady's character. Some women, when they are in love with a man, but when they are married, they forget everything.
Okay.
That when they were doing girlfriend and boyfriend, they used to do. Most women don't take care of themselves when they are married.
Oh, okay. You can still call us back to be part of the show, Stella. I think she was just about to make the main point before we went off, but you can still call us back. Number for you to call is 08084 asking. That is 0808 427 5464. That's 0808-427-5464. But I think she started talking about how maybe someone might even change when they marry. But how are you sure that the other person is not also going to change? Because, for instance, you like a woman who is loud, maybe someone who talks a lot, who is outgoing, but then you are marrying someone who is actually calm. How are you sure that the person will not become a talkative also, And you're saying that it's possible that this one would change and then become calm. Why is it impossible, on the other side, for the person to also change? So it goes both ways, right? But people would still rather choose the one that they don't want. And this is why sometimes, coming to how it actually affects some persons, maybe they end up in that place that they are not happy, simply because or some persons start even looking out and even wishing, how I wish that I made this other person my life, or I want to go and meet someone else outside because my wife doesn't like makeup. You knew that she didn't like makeup before you wanted that one, and you had the one that liked the makeup. That makeup is just an example. It also goes for different things. But then I want to marry this one who doesn't like the makeup and bring her home. Then go outside and find the one that likes makeup. Hello? Please move away from your radio set or turn down the volume. Hello?
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Sonoja Sunday. I'm calling you from Kanshu.
All right, welcome to the show, Sonoja Sunday.
What I see there is that the problem in marriage today is based on the way we place ourselves in marriage. Like in those days, before our parents choose a wife for us, if you look at the way the foundation of wife, maybe they would ask their son, go to so place like this. Don't marry from the so family like this because of one problem or the other in that family. But now, before they will marry, you just marry as your mind. Like the topics we bring today. If you want to marry and they put it in your own mind choice, that marriage will not all go well.
Okay.
Because if you look at the 99% of a home that break today is because of the marriage because of love. You understand me? Before they marry before they come into that marriage, they know consult God. Okay, God, I want to marry. Just help me and choose a wife for me. Like when Abraham want to marry for his son. If you look at what Abraham did, he sent his servant to go and bring a wife from him for his familyhood. Is that also? Why is it happen like that? Because he know how other place and other family are. And he know the problem in the other family. That is why he sent his servant to go directly to where he know their behavior, their character, and their well-being. Are you understand me?
Yeah, go on.
So, present now, in my own addition to what you are saying, if you want to marry, don't put a mind to say because of this. If you because of love, if you because of money, if you because of the character, all will fail you at the end. So if you want to marry, just put everything into God's hand. Let God have His way for you, and let God choose wife for you. God is the ultimate in our life.
All right.
That is what I have in that discussion today.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in to be part of the show this morning. It's Saturday for Weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And I'm your host on the show. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior. You also can call in to be part of this conversation. And the number for you to call is 08084 asking. That is 0808 427 5464. It's 0808 427 5464. We are also streaming live on Facebook. You can watch live there. Hello.
Marysyntia.
Yes. Welcome to the show. What is your name?
Good morning, ma.
Good morning.
I am Vitalis Abolo.
All right. Welcome to the show, Vitalis. Where have you called us from?
I called you from Aganogo.
All right. Welcome.
On the local government. Yes. to acknowledge your discussion. You know, ladies, as someone talk of the business life, there talk of the mutualism and the parasitism. That is a 3 ways life exists. But a human being, you first supposed to know the type of life they supposed live. It's not that type of even business life on your partner is not good. Maybe your partner will not be okay with the money you give him, unless you follow this one, get money, you follow this one, get money, or any of the interests he do his business, she do her business to get money. But the mutualism is a normal way the couple or the partner, two partners are supposed to live together, 50-50. But the parasitism, you know that living a parasite life among human beings is not good. Even let's use example like this. A thief man used to call something no. You know what it's called no?
Not sure, but you can tell me.
All right, let me explain in English. In English, there's a sickness in human being, we call it cancer.
Okay.
If this sickness enters somebody to dry your fresh content and kill you. Okay. Yes. So cancer is not good in human being. Whenever cancer entered in somebody, it tries to destroy that person. So if you look the example, there's another tree. The bird use the seed of it, drop on another tree, blowing on it, begin to suck this particular no I'm talking about, begin to suck the content of the tree. The tree will be drying and the no will be freshening. That is an example. Okay. This kind of life is not good. So marriage need understanding 50-50. You understand? So whenever even you have interest with the woman doing business with herself, but when you come in a marriage, you a normal human being or a reasonable human being, you don't need to pick that very woman. You need to use the woman that will live with you forever or bring you peace forever. Okay. As marriage never ends the way except death. So no need to talk about too much, but to use the woman or to marry the woman that shares understanding with you equal. And going for this one that do business will come and complicate your life. Maybe tomorrow you have problem for this one. Tomorrow you have problem for this one. Problem will continue growing till you don't have another thing to talk again. You leave all even your job. You leave your business to follow and trust your woman. Go here, go here, go here. No, that is not the woman somebody supposed to go and marry. But if you can see from your experience, you know that other ladies do that kind of thing I'm talking about. Other ladies, I don't know. Other ladies make commercialization about themselves now. Okay. So others go to church. Others play the good life which is supposed to understand with their partner, and others they come normally to snatch what you are having because they don't love you. They will carry and go away. Eat, fresh yourself, and then follow go to the one they like. So if that kind of one like that comes to your face and your spirit tells you, you don't need to go and marry you that kind of person. Okay, all right. So thank you for the program. All right, thank you. You should announce it to the people that coming in marriage, they should choose wisely before they go in marriage. All right. Because it says you're not good enough. All right, all right. Thank you so much for calling in to be part of the show this morning. It's Saturday for Weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And my name is Marysyntia Hangeior. With you on the show this morning, we are talking about the marriage choice. Why is the marriage choice different from the person that you actually like? Why is that choice different? You like the person that maybe goes to church a lot, but somehow you want to marry the one that doesn't go to church a lot, or you like the person that maybe doesn't go to church a lot, but somehow you want to marry the one that goes to church. Then when you're inside the marriage, you start saying, oh, this your church thing self is too much, and you're looking for the one that doesn't go to church. You like the one that maybe likes working, but then you want to marry the one that doesn't work. And then somehow later on, every time you're always sitting here, don't you is it not your mates that are working, and then you're looking for the one later on that is always, some of these things that actually affect. And we have been hearing from
different callers, and most people have been talking about, how some persons think that long term, this is the person that might be able to stay together with, and then it will be able to serve like long term. We heard from Vitalis, and that is the point that he was trying to make about sometimes maybe this is the person that I like, but then this other one, it will be more profitable or it will go further long term. But does it actually work like that? Or most of the time, do we find people maybe being tempted to run back to what they were running away from? I run away from this one because I want the perfect marriage choice. This is what is considered, the perfect one, maybe outside, maybe with society, or this is what will be profitable. But somehow, some persons still maybe live in regrets, like I wish I knew the one, or I went for that one that was actually someone who liked to work, instead of marrying this one that doesn't like to work. Or I wish I went for someone that liked to do this instead of, there are different things, actually different choices, and different things like that people see and then they are drawn to. But when it comes to the marriage, they run away from it. So why is that the case? Why do we let it affect us? What is actually the reason? Some persons have been mentioning reason that to them overshadow the effects, like overshadow maybe later on being unhappy. And someone, I think that was Sunday, who said sometimes it's not okay to just go simply because it's for love, like simply because you're marrying just for love. Because at the end of the day, he says that many broken marriages, sometimes it's because of that the person just went for love and you're not thinking about the other thing. You're just going for what you love, and then not thinking about what can actually work together. But one would actually think that what can work together is two people who like exactly, like I know that I like everything about this person, and this person also the same. But somehow when it comes to marriage, let me just marry, even if I don't like this one so much, let me just manage a little, because this is the one that I think is husband material, this is the one that I think is wife material. So let us keep getting your calls. Number for you to call is 08084 for asking, that is 0808 427 5464. It's 0808 427 5464. Call in and let us hear from you. Why do people marry the person they don't like? Why do they go for the one that they feel, oh, this one is the one that is marriage, but this is who I like? Not because the other person is a bad person. Like I am saying, not because the other person is a bad person. Somehow I just feel like it's this other one that is like this. I like someone who likes to talk. I like a man who likes to talk. But then I'm going to marry a man who doesn't talk much. Why is that the case? And at the end of the day, wouldn't that make it feel like, okay, you're married, but then you're unhappy, and then you're now looking outside for the one who likes to talk that you avoided marrying in the first place? People have been calling in and then giving different reasons, that they feel actually overshadows those effects. How about maybe some people becoming distant, some persons maybe start looking outside, some of those things that we actually mentioned. So now maybe last but not the least, can a marriage even be smooth when your ideal type is different from the person you actually married? Can it actually work when you know very well that this is not the person that you like, but then you ended up marrying them because you feel like that is the right one, or that is like the wife material, or whatever calculations that people will be making? Let us hear from you on 08084 asking, that is 0808 427 5464. It's 0808 427 5464. The marriage choice, and it's Saturdays are for weddings on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And I'm your host. My name is Marysyntia Hangeior. We have been talking about why people marry the person that they don't like. Let's just put it like that, because it's more like they prefer this kind of person, but then they end up with this kind of person. And that is when you find maybe some people struggling to change that person to become who they don't they actually want, like change this person from that and then become this. So that is it for Saturdays are for weddings today. I hope you've enjoyed your time here with us. So far we have been talking about the marriage choice, and thank you for calling in to be part of the show. Coming up next at 1 p.m. is Speedy Kids right here on Asking Radio 98.5 Speed FM. And until then, keep enjoying music of your life. And also don't forget to remember to make the right choice when it comes to choosing a right partner.
Hello, my Cudi. Asking Radio is here. Tell everyone you know.